at SCPS. Our faculty and our staff are very focused on helping students and guiding them. We call it accompaniment. We accompany them from the time they enroll through their first course all the way through commencement. And we provide them guidance and insight along the way, and we connect them not just with caring faculty and staff, but also students and alumni who understand the experience, who have walked in their shoes. And we find that's very beneficial as well, to have that kind of mentorship opportunity.
Dean Parenti, thank you for joining us here on the Loyola Interview Series podcast. Can you give us just an overview of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies for those who aren't as familiar with the school?
Sure. Well, first of all, very good to be with you. The school is very similar to most of the other schools at Loyola in terms of the quality of the faculty and the coursework. What differs significantly for the School of Continuing Professional Studies, or SCPS, is that all of our programs are online. So they are highly accessible. We offer undergraduate degrees, we offer graduate degree programs, we offer certificates. We even do custom and executive education for corporate and professional organizations. So it's fairly well-rounded, but really the primary difference in terms of our programming and our content as compared with other schools and colleges within the university is the fact that we're online.
And when did the migration to online, well, maybe not a migration, but when did the online program really get rolling? Like, how long ago was that?
Well, they've had online courses at SCPS for many years now, but I would have to say that post-COVID, we started to notice a change in adult and continuing education, whereby students were primarily focused, non-traditional adult students were primarily focused on online education only. So while we had always offered hybrid offerings and courses in person, classes in person, overwhelmingly post-COVID, most students are opting for online education. And it makes sense because it's affordable, it's accessible, and at Loyola you have the benefit of highly rigorous content and curriculum that is ranked quite well. Many of our online programs at Loyola SCPS are #1 in Chicago and top 10 nationally according to U.S. News and World Report. And that matters to students because they want to have the opportunity, of course, to take an online course that's going to benefit them, whether they're seeking new skills or abilities, maybe they're a career switcher, but regardless of their circumstances, they want something that's affordable, and they want something that is academically ranked and recognized, both here in the Chicago region, but nationwide.
And the online technology, just the infrastructure of building that out, is that these days it seems like that would be pretty simple. There's different platforms that can be used. How does that work?
Yeah, the technology has improved significantly, and of course, as a result of all of us going through COVID, we all know what it's like to be in a Zoom meeting or to be Zooming with family members and friends. And so the technology has improved. So the quality of the course instruction, what they're able to provide online to the students is absolutely identical to the type of experience, the quality of the experience that they'd have in a normal classroom setting here on campus.
Is there any special programs or ways that people who are working full-time are supported by Loyola? Because that obviously is a challenge to go to school and to be working at the same time. It is.
And for the majority of our SCPS students, they're juggling an awful lot. Most of them are working. Many of them have family responsibilities and issues. They're either caring for children or for an older adult. And you add education into the mix, and that's a challenge. So at Loyola, we often talk about our Jesuit mission and values, and a big part of that is cura personalis, which of course is care for the whole person. And That's something that we take to heart at SCPS. Our faculty and our staff are very focused on helping students and guiding them. We call it accompaniment. We accompany them from the time they enroll through their first course all the way through commencement. And we provide them guidance and insight along the way, and we connect them not just with caring faculty and staff, but also students and alumni who understand the experience, who have walked in their shoes. And we find that's very beneficial as well, to have that kind of mentorship opportunity.
Let's talk about the military students and how Loyola prioritizes military students and serves military students. Seems to be a point of emphasis here at Loyola.
Yes, and that's a big part of our job at SCPS. We're proud to have many veterans, many military affiliated students in our undergraduate and graduate programs. They of course have military benefits and GI Bill benefits that they're able to utilize, and we always encourage them to do so. The reality is that regardless of where they are in their life or their experience, they can come and they can participate in a program as a one-off. They can take one course at a time, really at their pace, or they can, dive in and engage fully in a undergraduate or a graduate degree program. And of course, we partner very closely with our Military and Veterans Services organization on main campus. They're very helpful. They provide guidance. There's opportunity for veteran students at SCPS and throughout the university to have the opportunity to work with that office and to collaborate with other students. And it's always helpful, particularly coming from that background, to be engaged with others who've kind of walked in the same path and have had the same experience, and to have the opportunity to learn from that.
What are some of the majors that are offered online?
So we have, in our undergraduate degrees, we have degrees in psychology, we have a degree in business management. We also have graduate degree programs in technology and instructional design. We have certificates. One of our most popular programs at the moment is our bachelor's degree and our certificate program in paralegal studies. That program is growing quite quickly. And as I said, the benefit that we have is that many of these programs are ranked #1 in Chicago in online learning and in the top 10 nationally. So you not only have programs that are accessible and programs that are affordable, but importantly, programs that are highly ranked and held in high regard in the workforce.
Talk about certificates, because it might just be me, but it seems like that's more of a recent phenomenon where like certificates are important in a career path. Am I off base on that, or is that?
No, that's very true. Certificates, micro-credentials, these are all areas that we're working in. It's really an opportunity for someone who is looking to enhance a specific skill, but doesn't necessarily need to commit to a full degree. And that makes sense. That makes sense for many students to engage in. We're working at the moment on some certificates in cybersecurity, certificates in artificial intelligence, trying to, as much as possible, tie into the needs of the workforce and to the needs of workers, and what we're hearing directly not only from potential students but from employers.
What are some of the workforce needs in today's day and age where there may be a shortage of people in a certain area, and is that something that you keep track of and address?
We do, but it's interesting because as much as things change, at least in the last 10 to 15 years, they remain a bit the same. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I mean, the reality is that whether it's globalization, whether it's technology, whether it's the fact that we're living longer, working longer, retiring later, all of those realities require almost a commitment to lifelong learning in one way, shape, or form. And whether it's through certificates, whether it's through credit or non-credit, or whether it's a full degree that you're trying to complete, we have a variety of ways in which students can gain the knowledge that they need in their specific sector. Technology right now is a big one. We have a group of alumni, a group of industry leaders who are advising us on new technology programs, specifically looking at issues in cyber. Artificial intelligence is something that we all hear about in the news. That's something that we're highly focused on as well. And our hope is to create programming across the board so that regardless of what program you're specifically engaged in at SCPS, you're going to have the opportunity to take a course in AI. Maybe it's AI literacy or AI ethics, but that you'll have an understanding of it, whether it's just simply understanding what you're reading about in the news, or more importantly, what's happening in your workplace and the types of skill sets and abilities that you might need to adapt to move forward.
What are some of the challenges? Let's say I haven't been to school in a long time. I've been out in the workforce, and I don't know how to, what are some of the challenges I might face, or what would make my decision easier to go back into the college environment?
No, I think it's natural for non-traditional students or adult learners to have a bit of anxiety about that. That's just the reality. When you've been removed from the classroom for 20 years or more, the thought of going back is probably more frightening to you than what the reality is. And we help students address that. We focus on them. We are highly attentive. We offer a variety of online orientations and discussions prior to enrollment so that students can feel comfortable asking questions, whether it's in a one-on-one session with a faculty advisor or student advisor, or whether it's in a group. And that remains consistent throughout their experience at SCPS. We're always touching base with them. We're always recognizing that they're juggling a lot. They're going to have changes in their life that are going to impact their ability to participate fully in the classroom at times. So our faculty are certainly receptive to that and considerate of that, as are our staff. So we consider it a partnership of sense. It's different from certainly a traditional experience that a student might have in graduate school full-time at Loyola. We're a bit more focused, we're a bit more present and attentive, and always focused on helping the student achieve their success. So
experiential learning seems easier in a non-online environment because you're physically present, but how does it work in an online environment, and how do alumni get involved in that on an online environment? What kind of things happen?
Sure. One of the best programs that we have for alumni who want to become engaged is the SCPS Ambassadors Program. And that program was designed for successful students at SCPS who are now alums working in their given career path or workforce. And we create opportunities where we link them directly with our online students. The reality is our online students are all over the country, but because of that relationship that they have with that SCPS ambassador, they have a mentorship in place, an opportunity to learn from that student, to learn from what they went through, the challenges they faced, and most importantly, how they dealt with them. A lot of times we've found that our students aren't as comfortable asking faculty members, particularly when they're first starting out in a program, questions and raising concerns and issues, but they're very comfortable talking to a fellow student or one of our ambassadors because they know that's someone who's walked in their shoes and has had the same experience that they've had, and more importantly, have had the opportunity to learn from that. So that's one way. Another way is that we're encouraging more and more of our alums to come back to Alumni Weekend, to participate in events here at Loyola. It's an extraordinary university. There's many benefits that alumni have here at Loyola that they can take advantage of. long after they've graduated and moved on. So we keep students apprised of those opportunities, and we encourage them. We encourage them to participate, particularly those that are here in the Chicago area, whether it's going out to a basketball game, whether it's coming downtown to the Water Tower campus for events and activities that we have that are of interest. Always trying to keep up that level of engagement because your relationship with the university doesn't end when you graduate. And we stay in touch with our students and our alumni. We do our very best to help them grow and continue to succeed.
Looking ahead for the school, what's on the horizon for the school year or down the road strategically?
Well, we're very focused, as we always are, on maintaining programs that are affordable and that are accessible. We continue to work to increase the rankings. We're fortunate that we have programs that are number one here in Chicago and in the top 10 nationally, but we want to continue that and grow that. That's important to our current student base. It's important to our alumni as well. We're also launching some exciting events this year. We're going to have a new speaker series that will feature faculty and thought leaders speaking about issues that are of topical importance, critical discussion points that we're all having throughout the year, and we're excited about that opportunity. We're also going to be launching a new program where students at SCPS will be able to participate in coursework at our Rome Center. So even though these are non-traditional students, adult learners, and many of them working full-time, we've created an opportunity where they can take some online coursework in advance and then participate in a short study tour at our Rome Center, which we think is going to be very exciting and provide an opportunity for our students to engage in some of the activities that many of the other students here at Loyola have come to enjoy at JFRC. And we'll be continuing that in the years to come. Our hope is to not simply offer programming at the Rome Center, but to also offer global experiences with many of our other AJCU partners in London, in Spain, and in Asia.
Is the faculty, all the professors in Chicago, or are they all over the place?
One of the benefits with a fully online program is that we're able to tap faculty literally from throughout the country and in a few cases around the world. So we have faculty members who are here at Loyola, who are full-time faculty in some of the other schools and colleges within the university who teach for us. We have faculty here in Chicago who obviously have the knowledge and the subject matter expertise to teach, but they also have some unique practical experience and workplace experience that's particularly of interest and valuable to our students. So it's a mix. In our classroom, I think what you would encounter is that you would certainly have all of the theory that's relevant to whatever your degree or your area of focus or study is. But along with that theory is you're going to have a faculty member who is going to, week in, week out, show you how that's actually being applied in the workplace and how it directly impacts either to the career that you currently have or the career opportunity that you're seeking.
Dean Parenti, thank you for joining us on the Loyola interview series. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.